The Indian government's accusations against Coca-Cola have been going on for a long time and have never ended. The Indian government asked Coca-Cola to hand over its formula to cooperate with the investigation, with the aim of getting Coca-Cola to sell more than half of its shares to India. In fact, many companies have encountered such rogue means. Under the leadership of Apple, Taiwan's well-known OEM company Pegatron invested heavily in building factories in India, but encountered various difficulties from the Indian government. In the end, its factory was sold to India's Tata Group at a low price, making wedding clothes for others. China's Vivo was also threatened by the Indian government to sell its factory to Tata. However, Vivo's senior management would rather close it and run away directly than transfer the production line to Tata, resulting in a lose-lose situation. Xiaomi Group made a lot of profits in India, but was told that it could not bring the money back to China and could only continue to invest in India. Moreover, the Indian government often imposes huge fines on foreign companies that have grown up on the grounds of tax evasion. For example, Germany's Volkswagen Group was accused by the Indian government of evading taxes of $1.4 billion and must make up for it. In fact, these companies that have been fined heavily or threatened to sell shares are successful cases of foreign companies investing in India. Only by surviving can you enjoy the right to be blackmailed by the Indian government. Most foreign companies, after entering the Indian market, soon withdrew at a loss because of the unfamiliar climate and did not even have the qualifications to be blackmailed. Yes, India is the country known as the graveyard of multinational corporations. In India, if you want to achieve business success, you must first collude with government officials and provide yourself with a protective umbrella. Only after you have established government relations can you start large-scale production. If there is a lack of protection or the level of the protective umbrella is not enough, then it is only a matter of time before you fall. India's two richest men, Ambani and Adani, are both closely related to Modi. Modi can be said to be their steward, and he regards the interests of these rich people as more important than the national interests of India. Any project with great benefits must be taken over by the chaebols close to him to earn lucrative rewards. Even if foreign-funded enterprises find a protective umbrella, they are often no match for local enterprises because their protective umbrella level is higher. If it is just that the government has no credibility, India's huge market of 1.4 billion people can still be developed. It is not risky to ship goods from abroad to India and earn trade profits. However, this country is like having some kind of cancer. The word credibility does not exist in the dictionary. If an Indian customer tells you that he wants to order 10,000 items and asks you to send 10 samples, please note that there is no follow-up order. What he wants are these 10 free samples. If you do business with Indians, if you want to avoid losing money, it is necessary to receive 80% of the advance payment before shipping. If you want to make a profit, you must require a 100% deposit, otherwise you cannot ship. The Indian government asked BYD to provide 1,000 electric buses, and BYD's requirement was to pay the full amount before arranging production. Yes, the Chinese have seen through India's tricks and are unwilling to be fooled again. Unexpectedly, Indian officials criticized BYD for lacking business spirit and ignoring business rules. In fact, BYD was too lazy to reply to them. Business spirit and rules do not exist in India at all. Anyone who believes in Indians is a fool. Of course, we cannot rule out that there are many people and companies in India who have credibility, but it is sad that they are destined to be implicated in India, a country without credibility. Speaking of lack of credibility, immigrant countries such as Canada and Australia have endless complaints. Indians, through the guarantee of their fellow countrymen, forged academic qualifications on a large scale and poured into these countries. After entering, Indians frantically destroyed the rules and order of local society and monopolized many industries in many cities. At the same time, Indians are unhygienic and have caused catastrophic damage to the local environment. I think if there is another chance, these countries will not dare to accept even one Indian immigrant. However, it is too late. A large number of Indian immigrants are forming influential communities with their high fertility rates, and politicians dare not offend them. Perhaps in a few decades, they will all be Indianized. The situation in the United States is not better. Indians have occupied half of Silicon Valley. Once a company hires an Indian senior official, it will soon be occupied by Indian employees. Indians are eloquent, but their professional quality is very average. Twitter, which once reused Indian executives, fell into a trough in business and was acquired by Musk. Boeing, with a large number of safety accidents, has destroyed its reputation for many years. Starbucks and other companies have also begun to clean up Indian management on a large scale. Even Microsoft and Google, where Indians are CEOs, are no exception. These countries are wary of China like thieves every day, but they are easily occupied by Indians. It is really a big joke. It must be said that Indians have indeed been brilliant for a while with their cleverness. India is hailed by Western media as the next China and the future manufacturing center of the world. Indian immigrants are the favorite choice of the Five Eyes Alliance countries. However, in the past few years, the halo built by boasting lacks foundation and is fading rapidly. Not only have Indian immigrants become street rats in Western countries, but India itself has also become a graveyard avoided by countries around the world. There is an old Chinese saying, "Small victories rely on wisdom, and big victories rely on virtue." I don't know if Indians can understand the meaning of this sentence,